Okay everybody, so I'm currently here at my car, and this video doesn't actually have to do directly about my car this time. Nothing's wrong with it, but I just have a little story to tell you about something I lost and then later recovered. So basically this has to do with my sunglasses. Now what happened was, last week, I believe, yeah, Tuesday and Thursday, I drove other cars just so they ran, you know, this and that, kept the batteries charged and this and that, and I did take my sunglasses with those two cars. Now, come Thursday, I take my car again to work, but the problem is that morning I can't find my sunglasses anywhere, okay? And I checked all around. I checked inside the garage, I checked inside my car, you know, down here in the floor and everything, down the floor by the shifter, front seat, back seat, everything, nothing. I'm like, you know, I checked the other two cars all around the house inside, and eventually just got to the point where I was like, I think they're lost. And I know I went to a gas station and a Stop and Shop before coming home one of those days. So I asked them too if anyone lose any sunglasses, this and that, and they said no. So eventually it got to the point where I was like, all right, well then I give up, you know, they're lost. So once again, I drove the car to and from work with this car that Thursday, that Friday, and I did work Saturday, so I did that too. And then one of those days too, I also did my Applebee's trip, so I went to and from there as well. And then just this past Sunday, which would be yesterday, today's Monday, I basically popped the hood, and just so I could check the oil, and you can see I have the hood unlatched currently. You can see the space, but we'll get to that in a bit. And I did that just so I could, like I said, I wanted to check the oil like I do every now and then, make sure it's at the right level, this and that, engine coolant, you know, things like that. So then I go ahead and pop the hood, and let me show you. So I'm going to, pardon the bad camera work here, I'm just going to point the camera up, try to get this hood up. Doing it one-handed. Okay, there we go. You can stare at the garage door opener if you'd like. Let me get the rod on here. Okay, there we go. So basically, I was over here, to give you a matter of perspective, I was over here checking the oil, and here's the expansion tank. You can see what's in there from here. And here's the oil dipstick, so I checked there. So I basically pull it out, turn to the left while I was checking it, and right there, I spotted them. Now, of course, I recreated that scenario here right now, but I turned to the left and I spotted them right there. And you know, the first thing I'm thinking of is like, wait, huh? Like, how are they? Because it was initially I felt relieved that I found them, but then what I got mystified of was the fact that basically they've been there for the last few days with the car being in the conditions that I told you about. It went to and from a place a few times, to a restaurant another time, and the entire time they were there. So I'm thinking, like, you know, how were they, like, how the wind not blow them away? How did people not steal them, this and that, you know? And the fact that I couldn't find them, maybe other people weren't really looking as well, but the entire time my glasses were lost, they were there the entire time, laying there while I was driving to and from places. I'm thinking maybe the reason why they didn't get blown away is because they were kind of tucked under the hood a little bit. So maybe the hood was like providing a windshield to the glasses that would prevent them from flying away. But I just couldn't believe it because, like I said, when I found the glasses, I was very happy. But again, I was also very mystified. I was like, I'm like, the laws of physics should not have allowed that to happen. But I guess things were just right where it did allow it to happen. So this entire time, again, I'm going to and from work and Applebee's, and there they are in the corner. They don't get blown away at all the entire time, and I somehow safely recover the glasses, them laying there with them laying there this whole time. This could be my get out of jail free card because, I mean, I doubt that something like this would ever happen again. And I guarantee you that if this was to happen with the glasses being there once again, and make sure I don't let that happen, I would not get lucky and be able to recover them. And you know, the fact that I was thinking of I was going to have to pay for new glasses, I was obviously very unhappy about that. And my dad actually made a joke. He was like, hey, guess what? You'll pay for new glasses, and then you'll find your old ones. And he's right. That's probably exactly what would have happened. But I'm just very happy in the sense that that didn't happen. But again, I'm just totally shocked that for 3 to 4 days, they're there, and they managed to stay the entire time when the car is moving. I can't believe I managed to get that lucky, which again, I don't think that will happen again if I was to be dumb enough to do that. So I guess technically speaking, you could say the glasses, they were in my car the entire time. You know, they weren't lost anywhere. You know, it kind of reminds me of, imagine if some guy accused someone of stealing a ring only to find out it was in his pocket the entire time. But, you know, that has nothing to do with this. That's a different point. But anyway, so there you go. A little story of how I lost my glasses, recovered them, and then was even more mystified by recovering them than losing them. That's just a funny story how that all came to be. And like I said, if that was to happen again, I doubt I'll be as lucky. But just to give you a little quick story, glasses are lost, recovered, and that's the important part. But quite a story about how that all happened. Very lucky indeed. Thank you very much for watching, and take care.